Well, it's already the end of January here, 2023. I can't believe how quickly time is flying. Got a bunch of things we want to cover today, but let's go ahead and dive right into it. First thing I want to talk about is if you have not been on bowhunting.com, our website, and seeing all of the new products for 2023 that we've been reporting from the ATA show, you got to make sure you get over there, take a look at the stuff. We're putting up videos regularly, so if you want to stay in tune to what's going to be new for this year, get over there and take a look at some of that stuff. Now, as far as what's going on right now, we've got the Lancaster Archery Classic going on. Justin and Brad have been there kind of reporting live and covering that action. And I believe actually I know for a fact they're both done shooting. We kind of had an internal office bet who was going to win. Was it going to be Justin or was it going to be Brad? Brad beat Justin in the shoot-offs.
Brad beat me. Yes. He shot a 589 to my 581. Congratulations, Brad.
Thanks. It's way better than I ever shot in practice.
I know, right? I was looking at Brad's targets before we left the home, and I was like, I got this for sure.
Sorry, Justin. I don't know what to tell you, man. Had a tough year hunting last year, and now you're starting off this year being beat by Brad. So we're going to have to work on a couple of things here. But if you want to get over there and see some live coverage, we're covering it. They're covering it live right now. You can actually go to Lancaster's website and you can click on a link and you can watch everything that's going on there. I want to kind of give a shout out too to Bodie Turner. I mean, this young man is 15 years old. I mean, 15 years old, and back to back, this guy shoots a perfect 660 last year and this year in the qualification round for the finals. I mean, I'm telling you, if you've never done this kind of shoot before, it is easy to sit at home and be in the couch and be like, oh man, that looks easy. Anybody can do that. I am telling you firsthand, I've been there, I've done it, and man, my armpits were sweating. I mean, it is intense. It is a ton of pressure. If you've never done it before and you want to really see how good of a shot you are and how you handle pressure situations, you need to sign up for that and get over there. They got the bow hunter class. You can shoot right alongside Justin and Brad, and of course they're bugging me to get back there and do that. So I'll probably have to buy some new deodorant and get back there and do that as well. Bodie, congratulations. A 660 is amazing. Good luck in the finals. But let's get focused on an important topic that I don't think gets talked about a lot, and that is the barometric pressure, right? We want to dive into some hunting action. That's what we're all about here at Bowhunt or Die. We've had a killer season last year. A lot of bucks hit the ground. We're getting ready to watch a buck that I was chasing last year, and we finally catch up to him, Kurt and I. Now, before we dive into this hunt, I want to be super specific about what happened last year, and we'll kind of talk about it at the beginning here, and then we'll kind of get into it at the end a little bit. But it's hunting these pressure systems. This year, things were kind of flat, and all of a sudden it was starting to get near the holiday season, and we're like, oh boy, I know I was feeling the pressure. I mean, you got the end of the year, you got Christmas parties, you've just got appointments, you've got all kinds of engagements that you have to go to, and I was starting to feel a little stressed out because I saw, like looking at that 10-week forecast, and I had my Hunt Stand app up and looking at when the pressure was gonna kind of reach its peak, and it was literally between the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. I mean, it was a cold front like we have not seen here in Illinois in a long time. I mean, the temperatures got way down there, so I knew that that was going to be a key time to hunt. If you're not following the pressure, I encourage you to start, even though it's not the hunting season, pay attention to it now. Get your app out, see where the pressure is. Take note to when you're seeing deer, when you're driving to work, you're driving home, you're just out with the family, whatever. Take note to when you're seeing deer and start checking the pressure. And you're gonna be surprised when you see that pressure on the rise and it hits a peaking point, deer are on their feet and it's a great time to kill deer. So after I shot my buck over the water hole, it was time to get back in the saddle and it was time to start trying to shoot my second buck. That was kind of the plan this year. 2 years ago I went buckless and I was like, that is not happening again. So I was all in to look for that second buck. So started kind of getting out there, started doing some different hunts. Went to a couple of my favorite spots, wasn't really feeling it, wasn't getting too much action, but there was this one spot that we had our eye on where a lot of deer kept kind of coming up off the top of this ridge. So we snuck in there, we hung a set, I hunted it a couple of times. It was smashed between two cornfields. It was just kind of like this nice bridge point, and then there's a nice box blind that was up there as well. Went there, hunted that a couple of times with no luck, started kind of moving around, still didn't have any luck, but once I saw this pressure system coming in, it was going to be game on. How you feel?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. You sure this is on?
Oh, 100%.
You sure?
Check.
Okay, just making sure. We're golden. It is a winter wonderland out there. It's going to feel good tonight, Kurt. That's what we're doing, baby. That's what we need to have happen right there. Let's get out of here. This is perfect. We're going to do this. You know what? Don't you feel good?
Oh, yeah.
We don't got a million things going on like we did last year.
We got quite a bit of snow out there and a beautiful high pressure system.
It is high pressure. Tomorrow's better, but this is fine. I feel excited today for some reason. You feel excited?
I'm more than excited.
When it gets snow, when it gets cold like this, it just feels good.
Yeah, we got the food combo. Little corn, little winter rye.
We got it both.
Yeah, so I mean...
I don't know how much digging they're doing for the winter rye right now. They'll probably come for that corn, I would think, tonight, but...
There's deer out in it, though, last night.
Last night?
Yeah. Jeepers. Well, better pack her up and go home. Todd's already scaring him. You know, if that would have been me, you'd have gotten a hell of a...
I would have yelled at him.
Yeah.
If that was Kurt, I would have yelled at him. There's no doubt.
Gosh, he is so stealthy. You look good.
Okay, well, we made it to the blind clean. Just as I climbed up this ladder, I looked to my right, and what appeared to be a pretty big doe, but I really couldn't see it. I just kind of flagged Kurt to get in here quickly because we just wanted to get in. It's perfect tonight. I mean, we saw 2 deer coming in. Last night, I was out with Sonia, and we were just driving around. We were seeing deer all over the place. This is a really, really, really special spot. We call it Non-Turkey Ridge. It's just this big, long ridge. The turkeys love roosting up here. This is one of Kurt's favorite spots to shoot turkeys, but I might push him out this year. I got my own turkey spot. I'll leave him alone because I need him filming me because he does such a good job. But right now, we've got bucks on the brain. We've got like 3 different bucks that made it through the season. Actually, there's a new buck called too. Not a new buck, but there's a buck called Holmhorn, which is a really cool deer. We thought he was dead, but we just picked him up the other night too, which he's been hanging out down in the valley below Turkey Ridge. So a little bit of luck. A big 8-pointer's been coming up here. He's old. So we've got a couple of different deer. We just need to stay put. The wind right out of the west. So all we need is them to come out of this corner, walk right along here. If they come from our right, worst case scenario, we open up the door if we have to, or we got a shot right here. But ideally, the last 20 minutes, we just need them to come right along here. Bam. Dead deer. And then Kurt said if I get one tonight, he's buying shrimp. If I don't get one tonight, then I gotta buy shrimp. So we'll see what happens. I want shrimp. Here comes number 6.
Is he coming? Okay. Easy. Gotta let this dog get there. Should be easy, because your face is lit up.
Hey. Hey.
I think you are punched. Do you see him? I can hear him. Oh, there he is. Where? He's running to the right. I got him. I think I heard a punch. Dude, that was the buck we came in here to get. Hang on, don't move. No, don't move. No. Okay, it's a ton of blood right there. There's a lot of blood right there. We're getting hung up to this ton of blood. Not seeing it. Oh, on the corn. Yeah. All over the tree, dude. That's a lot of blood. Yes. You know how many years we've been fighting with this? We have been trying.
Dude, I look up, I'm like, dude, he's really coming.
Dude, you were actually very calm about that. I can't believe that.
Dude, I gotta let Mike know.
What time is it? Not even 4? Oh man, glasses. Got him going.
Dude, I'm blind. How many sheds we got from him?
I've got at least 2 sets from him.
Yeah, I don't think I have any pictures. I never really ran cameras over here.
I've got.
It's so funny because like right after you shoot, like we couldn't find any blood. Dude, now I look out there and it's like, oh, I see it.
Highway is plowed.
All right, let's tip over there. Yep. Grab the GoPro and we'll just kind of see what we got on that other side.
There's another one right in front of that stand, looking right at us.
So that stand, so where those bucks are right there, is where our stand is originally. That's where we were gonna go. Because a lot of times they come out of this corner, they want to walk right on down here. Man, we're like deer magnets. They're running to us.
I guess.
Blood splatter, which
Dude.
is just perfect.
I love it.
Dude, you not look at that blood trail. That's what we like. Alright. This is my kind of blood trail. Dude, look around.
Yeah, where he ran into that honeysuckle too.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about when I was telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going all over the place here.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Dude.
I think you got him. I think you got him.
I can hardly feel my fingers. Yeah.
Oh, you actually got the broadhead in there.
Yeah,
too.
everything's
Wow.
right here.
Wow.
We're in good shape. You want to hold this for a minute? I put
Sure.
it away. I gotta get my hand warmer. Ready?
Watch out. A piece of fence.
Huh? Dang. Where's my GoPro?
I got it.
What is that? I thought you were stepping on my shoe.
No.
Dude.
Found the old fence line.
Good thing I got my knee pads on. Oh, it's not working.
Did it die?
Yeah, let's put it on here. Don't look at it. Good thing I have my knee pads on. You need those with Kurt. This is so long in the making, guys. I mean, Kurt and I have seriously tried hard to pull off a late season buck together. And he's gotten mad at me a lot of times because I've let a lot of bucks go. A lot. But tonight, we agreed if that big old 8-pointer came out. I go, man, what is up with these GoPros?
Not working for you?
No, dude, it's working, but this says low battery. But it's like, come on. Here, hold this here. Oh, I left that in the thing. All right, let's just keep going. We got the good camera. Your mic on?
Oh, it's on.
Not gonna lie, that kind of hurt. It says low battery, then it says 99%. Here. I never understand these things.
I don't think you need to trail blood anymore there, bub.
So this is good.
He still doesn't see it.
Still feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good too. How about you? You confident?
Great.
Are you confident?
Huh?
Do you think you got him?
Well, I mean, I don't, until we get it, we got to get close. Good blood, dude. Oh my God, look at this tree up there. Oh, dude, there's.
I've been videotaping for the last 3 minutes.
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this is all, this is what
That's where we saw him crashing through.
cow.
He took the treetops down. Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Look at his blood up here. Oh.
Good night. Yeah. Good job, man.
Oh, beautiful. Dude. That's him.
What a tank.
Oh, yes. Dude. That is a beauty.
That is an old warrior,
Dude,
man.
he isn't more than an old warrior. He's perfect.
Look at the size of his head.
Dude, his head's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. That was absolutely perfect. Just a cool buck.
Let's get him cleaned up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Out in an opening.
Well, Kurt and I have been working for a late season buck for a long time, and we saw this cold front moving in, and you know what, a couple inches of snow, 16 degrees today. We saw this high pressure system coming in. We just knew they were going to be on their feet. We had this buck and another nice big one that's been coming into this spot, but this one here we know is every bit of 5.5 to 7.5 years old. We're going to go back and look at all the different sheds. He's just got a really unique rack on him, really dark. It's almost like he's been rubbing at walnut trees or something. Just it's so dark. It's interesting. But a lot of scars on this buck. Just a nice deer. When he came in, he was going to be about 22 yards. I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I set sail this year to have a much better year than last year. And this year, Kurt's been shaming me for how many bucks I've let walk with him filming late season. He threatened me that he wasn't going to film for anymore unless I finally shot one with him. So, all right, fair enough, it got to me. So here he is, just an awesome buck. Kurt, that was perfect. I mean, that was just absolute. God, look at the hole in his head from fighting back here.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that.
That dude's got some serious scars.
Gosh.
Holy cow, yeah. Show me that again.
Dude, there's two of them. One here, there's like a hole in his
yeah.
head. It's crazy. I love this rack on this deer. Look how just stained it is. Interesting. Sweet buck. He's a warrior. Look at the size of his head. Just a nice big buck. Man.
And that trail cam video we got of him on, I think it was Veterans Day. Like,
that one.
yeah,
he was
like
working
his
it.
neck looked enormous. It's amazing how from late season to then
Well, dude,
has
look at him. I mean,
changed.
even right now, though, he's
Right.
pretty.
Oh, he's big. Don't get me wrong, but that neck, I mean, it's just amazing what a rutted up buck,
Yeah.
you know, appearance looks like. But crazy. Good job, man. Congrats. Todd wasn't joking when he
Dude,
said he was going to have a hell of a year.
I told you. I told you I was going to be prepared this year.
kind of nice with Justin not being here, giving me any pressure on my shot or what happened or anything, or making fun of Kurt or me. So this is kind of nice. I feel so much more relaxed for some reason. That turned out to be a great hunt. And again, I want to talk about some couple of key points with that hunt. Guys, we hunted there before. We had other hunts. We're all trying to pick the best time to hunt. We only have so much time. When I saw that cold pressure system coming in, and I knew based upon what I was seeing weather-wise that the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, there was no way I was going to be able to hunt because of obligations I had. I knew I needed to catch the front right as it was first coming in because I just wasn't going to be able to hunt those other days. So we took advantage of that. I got Kurt on the phone saying, Kurt, let's go. We got to get in there. And as you saw, things worked out perfect for us. But it doesn't just end there. This is the thing that I want to drive home about hunting these pressure systems. I was on the phone with a few other friends during that time talking about this front, and everyone was kind of like, oh my gosh, Christmas and the holiday, there's no way I'm going to be able to hunt these best days. Again, don't sweat it. Look at that extended forecast. In that particular case, a couple of my buddies got lucky because that cold front went all the way until the 26th, and the pressure was still high in the 26th. I was lucky enough to get out and film for my friend Paul, and man, we captured some of the coolest footage. Again, just honing in and focusing on this pressure system. It was the last day of the pressure system because you could just see the pressure going down and the weather completely was going to change after the 26th. It was the last day. I mean, literally, these bucks are sparring. Does are up on their feet. I mean, they're eating and they're moving. I mean, we saw multiple deer that evening, and while Paul and I were in that stand, although we were unsuccessful and we weren't able to shoot a buck that night, another friend of ours, Randy, was out hunting that same pressure system, and would you believe it, he's having the same kind of luck. Actually, he gets a shot off, shoots a super nice deer, and again, it just goes to show you that you've got to watch these pressure systems. If it means you got to move your schedules around, it's so easy to fall into the trap, right, of like, I'm going to hunt this weekend. You kind of tell the family that, and I get it. Like, I mean, we all have plans, we all have obligations, but if you want to be as successful as you can, you need to be really looking at that 10, 12-day forecast. You stop thinking just about what is the weather going to be tomorrow and where am I going to be going tomorrow. You want to be thinking at least 10 days out. Now, I get it. I understand, the weather changes, and sometimes what the weatherman says doesn't always happen, but it doesn't matter. You want to be looking at that forecast out for a period of time. You want to be watching that pressure to hit those high points so then you're out there at the right times, not ruining your spots. Hunting more does not mean you're going to be more successful. Keep that in mind. Super, super point. I can't drive it home enough. And again, I challenge you this year to be paying attention to that now. Literally, it's January. Start thinking about that from now until the hunting season this fall, and see if you see those high pressure points. If there's more deer on their feet, you're going to be surprised on how correct I am. Those deer will be up on their feet for sure. Well, guys, it's 2023. It's a new year. I don't care if you shot a deer last year or you didn't shoot a deer last year. What matters is that you're beginning to focus on what you're going to do this year. Okay? What do they say in sales or anything else in life? Right? Doesn't matter what your past history is. It's what you do in the future is what counts. So if you did get a deer last year, great. Time to find which one you're going to be chasing this year. If you didn't get a deer last year, it's time to find out where you're going to get one. So Justin and I have got a new hunting lease that we're working on. We'll definitely be bringing you some updates on that place. We're going to be getting down there and doing some scouting and doing some shed hunting of that. This is the best time of the year, guys, to be able to get out there and start getting on the property, getting boots on the ground, figuring out where you want to set up now. It is the best time. February, March. I love this time of the year. You're not worried about spooking deer. You're not worried about being on your property per se. Get out there, learn your properties, start to figure them out so you are ready and you legitimately have an executable plan. you can start figuring out where you want to do your food plots, where you might want to do some hinge cutting, where you might want to make improvements. If you're a public land hunter, get out there and just start walking. See where other people have been hunting. You know, you can look at the trees, you can see where people have been. It's not hard, and you can just begin to put that whole plan together. I'm excited. They got my big clear cut done. It's a 12-acre clear cut. It's kind of frightening seeing the property that way. I got a lot of work to kind of do to clean it up and get it organized, but that's going to be definitely a video coming down the wire, so stay tuned. In the meantime, get the bows out, start shooting, get your feet on the ground, and start figuring out where you're going to harvest your deer this fall. Bowhunt or die.